had some students ask about these. This is from section 10.4, dealing with logs and the formulas. This is similar to what we will have on our test, and I showed in class today some of the test items related to this. You probably haven't viewed that yet, but this is for practice and certification. So here's an earthquake that has this value. Here's the formula on the Richter scale, which I've written out here. So we're going to go and type in or punch the key log and then put 3000. And the initial rate is just 1. And normally you have to close your calculator here. And as I put that in my calculator, I get 3.477, and it's to round to 1 decimal place. So I look at the hundreds, which is a 7. I'm going to drop the 7 and make this 3.5, and that's what this student has. Now, reading the next question, sample of orange juice. We're looking for hydrogen ion concentration, which they're saying is this. We're going to use this formula. So pH equals, now here we have to use the negative log, and then we just type in this 1.58 times 10, and then caret -4, and then close this, and there's usually a parenthesis that forms here, and I'm going to do that as well and check it out. And I get 3.80134. It goes on a little bit more, but we need to round to 1 decimal place. So we go to the hundreds. That's a 0. Just going to drop it, and there's my answer. Again, you have to be sure you put that in your calculator correctly. And there is a parenthesis that appears here. Now, on the buttons on some calculators, they have one that looks like this. And then they have another one that just looks like that. Here, we're using this to indicate a negative value. We'd use this in operation subtraction. Now, on some calculators, these are together. They don't make a difference. But if they have the 2, this is the one you have to use. So you need to practice that. Now, we did some like this in class today. This is the logarithmic form. We want to solve for x. So our base is x. Our exponent is 3. Our answer is 8. Now we said we could take the third root of this and the third root of that. Third root of x to the third is x, and the third root of the 8 is 2. So that's the answer. Now the other way we featured too was x to the third equals some base that's to the third, and that would be 2 to the third. When our exponents are the same, our bases equal each other. That was another way of brainstorming this. Now, many of these require just the knowledge of how to substitute what they're giving you in questions over here into the formula. So I started to write the formula here. D equals 10 log, and then a parenthesis will come up, and then you're going to put this top part in here, 0.03. That's the I part here. And then you're going to go divided by, without any kind of space or anything, and you're going to put 10, and then the negative, not the minus, but that negative 12, and then complete the parenthesis, and then hit enter. And it comes out to be 104.7712125, and you are to round to the nearest hundredth now. So you go to the thousandths place, which is a 1. Anything less than 5, you just drop it all, and you don't add anything, and that's what the answer is, 104.77. Again, you have to try these on your calculator. And for this one, it's similar to one we did earlier, log. Now our I is 80 million. So log 80 million, and then the I sub O is just 1. So you don't have to put that in there. Close the parenthesis and hit enter, round it to 1 decimal place, and it comes 7.9. We did one like this earlier as well. pH negative log, and then you're just going to put this in there carefully again using the negative key for close parenthesis. I get this, round to 1 decimal place, so you look to the hundreds. It's a 3, so you're going to drop it, and there's your answer. Now I'm not going to do every one because some are repeats, they're just different values, but we showed how to use the formula. And we did one like this, but let's just review this one more time. We want to convert it from its log form to its exponential form. So it's base 5. The exponent is a negative 3. And we're wondering, what is that? Well, 5 to the negative 3 is 1 over 5 to the third when we convert it by making the negative exponent positive, moving it across the division bar. So this is 125. 5 to the third is 125, and there is our answer. So some of these are rather easy and hopefully have a pretty good handle on it by this time. And we did some like this in class today also. So converting it from its log form to its exponential form, again, the base goes to the denominator, and this becomes 4 to the 1/2 power. And the 1/2 power we said was 1 over the square root of 4. So the square root of 4 is 2. So here x is 1/2. Okay, this may be the last one here. Now if you get stuck doing 1, remember we have this box here, Open Tutor, and that gives you an explanation too. All right, we'll wind this up just about 10 minutes.